What's up, lifters? Welcome back. Another day in the life of lifting, right? So again, continuing this of our unique selling points. Today we're going to cover one of the things that I think is changing the game of fitness, and it's been around now for about the past decade, but it's basically digital training or online training apps. A lot of online trainers and various platforms have introduced their own version of an online training app to track progress and all sorts of stuff. There are tons of them out there. They all come with their different bells and whistles, pros and cons, right? But out here in Cambodia, I believe there are only a few organizations and or trainers that actually offer a digital training app. There are some places that I know give you a workbook or logbook or some kind of exercise journal to track your progress, and that's great. That's how I got started. And I see some guys in the gym. It's awesome having a little logbook and writing it down. And pen and paper is amazing, and it's the cheapest by far. It does come with some caveats. You got to keep tracking that and going back and seeing where things are, and you got to buy a new book and compare things. So at the Lift Academy, we will be giving everyone access to our personally branded digital training app, and basically it will have all of the workouts in there. So what's cool about this is no longer do you have to deal with going to the gym and not knowing what you have to do and what you're going to be doing. Even though you will be doing small group personal training, and I will be there to help correct form and show the exercises and monitor everything, you still know from the beginning, just like you did when you were in school, your teacher gave you a syllabus, maybe, that outlined what your course objectives were for that semester, for that year, or whatever, and you knew what was coming, right? So that is the same thing with the Lift Academy. We let you know what's coming up. You have this entire 90-day program right there at your fingertips. You can kind of browse through and see what you know, what you don't know, what you're not going to be looking forward to, what you are going to be looking forward to, whatever. But on top of that, I like to, again, it's all about empowerment. And what I've seen a lot of times is that a lot of trainers hold this information back and they don't want to give their client the full plan because they're afraid they're going to lose them if they put everything out there and give them everything to succeed on their own. Again, here we are all about transparency, and we want you to succeed and be empowered, and eventually you should not need us. I always tell my clients, and in our lift course, that if I do my job properly, you should not need to pay me for personal training after a while. I should only be there to help guide you, give you the tools you need to succeed on your own. So again, we introduce that from day one. On top of that, we will be adding in supplemental programming. I think this is an awesome bonus because this is free. We'll be adding supplemental programming for free for everyone, and all of us need some kind of supplemental programming. And what that represents is things that your personal physique may be lacking. So we're talking like shoulder mobility, ankle mobility, tightness, maybe you need to stretch more, whatever. I'll program these things in, and you'll be able to practice them on your off days. So you'll have this amazing bonus for really strengthening your foundation. So it's gonna be fun to do the workouts and all that stuff like that. But like if you've ever been a physio or somewhere or a chiropractor and they give you these drills that you don't want to do, such as like resistance bands and stuff like that, and you're like, okay, do some rotator cuff exercises. You're like, you don't want to do that. We're gonna give you all that for free in the program based on whatever it is your body needs. And if you don't need any rehabilitation type style stuff or supplemental programming, we'll put in core, maybe some HIIT, anything basically to help you become the next version of your best self. And that's going to be completely free. Everybody will get that. The other bonus, of course, with digital training app, you take your workouts on the go. So let's say you are not able to train at the academy, you will have everything you need right there on your smartphone to train elsewhere, provided the exercises are available at your location if you're traveling. But we can even add in things for body weight or whatever if you want to be on the beach. So again, no excuses at the Lift Academy, only execution. And lastly, everything is captured right there on the spot in one device. So what's cool is you'll be able to capture your before and after photos. You'll be able to capture your measurements and track it in a graph to see how you've grown or how you lost circumference in certain areas. We measure all the body points on the body, waist, hips, shoulders, neck, arms, legs, you name it, it's in there. Even the skin calipers to check body fat, we put that in there. Also the actual lifts themselves. So again, like I mentioned before, you will be able to know exactly what you did previously with that exercise, and it's going to tell you what your 1 rep max, perceived 1 rep max might be. So you'll know how strong you've gotten. It's going to tell you what your 10 rep max would be on an exercise, 5 rep max, and the most volume you lifted. So this stuff gets quantified every single time you lift and log the workouts. So it's going to be really cool to see your own journey and how you've improved your own strength and things of that nature, because strength is at the core of what we do here at the Lift Academy. Not just physical strength, but also to other aspects of strength. We think that that's like the #1 thing you need to strive towards and can never have enough of. So that's the digital training app in a nutshell. Wait till the next video to cover some other stuff. And until then, lift daily and stay powerful.